Hey guys, today we get a major update on Ethan Klein versus Denims. So part of the lawsuit, there was a additional part about subpoenaing Reddit and subpoenaing Discord for the username, specifically the Reddit moderators of H3Snark. Now at the time, people were, including 9mods, who is 9mods. Well, out of the 16 people subpoenaed, one person took responsibility for 9 of the mods. I have no doubt that this individual is 9mods based on his behavior online. He was seen pretty confident that they wouldn't get the subpoena, and even if they got the subpoena, Reddit would allow him, or Reddit would fight on his behalf. I'm here to show you evidence at the very end of the video that Reddit will do nothing but give him up. So they're going to give up his IP address. Reddit has actually a Q&A where they have statistics every quarter, it looks like, about how many times legal authorities, and this is a legal authority, ask for information and how often they give it up. So here we have under consideration of the joint stipulation granting plaintiff leave to serve third-party subpoenas prior to Rule 26F conference of plaintiff Ted Entertainment and defendant Alexandra, that would be Denims, and for good cause shown, the court hereby rules as follows. The stipulation is granted. Ted Entertainment may immediately serve the subpoena attached as Exhibit A to the stipulation of third-party Reddit, Inc. Reddit subpoena accompanied by this order, and shall include the date the Reddit subpoena was issued and the date of compliance. TEI may immediately serve the subpoena attached as Exhibit B to the stipulation of third-party Discord, i.e. Discord subpoena. So both Reddit and Discord will be receiving subpoenas. I don't think either one of them is going to fight it. Again, they're not really looking for their users' best interest, especially if there's no money for them. That's typical for most platforms, especially, quote, tech platforms. They are ready to give up the IP addresses of these moderators, including 9mods. Whether or not the moderators' IP addresses is enough to find them will be another story. Do they use VPNs? Did they always use VPNs, or at some point in time they maybe just accidentally logged in or forgot? We are going to find out the names of these H3Snark mods, and this is a very thankless job. As a person who was a moderator at MTG Salvation, I can tell you that it was the worst job that was unpaid. It was unpaid, and everyone kind of hates you. So there is not much to gain, and this is kind of going back to my whole Hassan orbiters. Hassan is very wealthy, and he's making a lot of money, but these orbiters seem to be struggling. Frogan specifically has 100, 200 people. She cannot possibly be making that much money, yet she's willing to give up her healthcare career, and her healthcare career, no doubt, is gone based on her quote on veterans and PTSD, or U.S. soldiers and PTSD, making a lot of enemies and actually getting herself banned, even though Twitch before was advertising her. Mike from PA and his demonic statement again. Like people are trying to defend that, oh, he can work here, he can work. Okay, give me the name of one place he can work at and not suffer, and that place doesn't suffer business. You can't. You can't. In America, business is business. And even Sydney Sweet and the American Eagles having good genes. As of the recording of this video, American Eagles down about 10-15% from the average. So when you spend that much money marketing and you hire a celebrity to market for you, what you're hoping is that your stock actually goes up in price and people want to shop at your store more. Trust me when I say this, if the shareholders are not happy with the marketing, they will fire the hope, and I would know from experience, of course, right? I worked for a publicly traded company as well, Group 1. They are automotive company. God forbid you tank their accounts tank their stock by 10-15%. There will be hell to pay. They will probably just lay off the entire marketing division. to be quite frank, if it was a marketing thing. So here we have a lot of individuals that I just don't really know how anyone could really employ them outside of Twitch, outside of being YouTubers and making money this way. I think that it is very short term, but you even beyond that. So you have Hassan, who is making all the money. He is the wealthiest guy in the room, as he will tell you multiple times. If you talk to him, he will tell you how wealthy he is and how good his numbers are. If you talk about Hassan, his followers will tell you how great their number. They will treat his numbers as if they were their own numbers, even though they didn't put any effort into obtaining those numbers. So respect to Hassan, he's got great numbers, but everyone else around him, their numbers are not that great, and they're not really able to go back to work as a normal human being would want to. Which gets me to the worst of the bunch. You might be like, oh, hey, what are you talking? Imagine just not being paid and doing this. Imagine being an orbiter, not being paid, and this is kind of what you do for fun. And now you may be in the same situation. You may be in the exact same situation where you've done something, you've said something online, where if it becomes public and your name is attached to it, you will not get a job normally. You will not find employment. You will not, again, I know people, oh, maybe he can work at dry cleaner, is the comment. That dry cleaner is going to lose business. They will lose a lot of clients. It's not just the clients who are Jewish, and it's their friends, their families, a lot of people are going to look at that and say, you know what, I don't want to be associated with them. And that's their own independent situation. I'm talking about Mike from PA specifically. People were saying that he can get a job. I mean, he graduated law school. He paid money to go to law school. Didn't sit for the bar for whatever reason. It's kind of a very late time to decide not to be a lawyer. But I guess then he, in his mind, was a lawyer. It's kind of, again, it's really weird. So here is our good friend Roman P, chatting every single minute of every single day. He's doing a great job digging himself a deeper hole. And when it comes, people say that this is a Jane Doe. I just don't believe it. I would be shocked. I would take odds against you guys on LinkedIn. I only do LinkedIn because I want to make sure you pay. And I have my LinkedIn, and it's got the followers and everything. It's legit, right? I would take odds. If you guys think this is actually a female, I'll give you 1-to-1 odds. Now, the person is described as Jane Doe, but I just don't see like a female spending all their time online like this. The only people who would do this would be like a single 50-year-old male. Like, that's what I'm suspecting, right? So leave me a comment below now that we are one step closer to figuring out who 9mods is. I call him 9mods because he has claimed 9 mods of the H3Snark, which that's the minimal. So let me make sure you guys understand. That's the minimal number of accounts he's claiming he has. There is no maximal limit. Would it shock me if this guy had like 100 different Reddit accounts and was just kind of posting and upvoting himself? No. No. You can see that he's still joking. He's still having a good time. I think the jokes and good time will end as soon as his name is revealed. And it's not really doxing because it is a lawsuit. So in a lawsuit, when you are sued, it's all public information. And I'm really curious. Like, I'm not for doing this necessarily, but I'm kind of curious, like, what type of individual would spend every minute of every day hating another individual. Like, it doesn't even seem like this guy sleeps, to be honest with you, based on his posting history. And again, assuming that this is just one out of many, many accounts that he is using, I think in the Denims for you, but yes, he did. And the logic, the legal It's very poor. The logic is very poor. To take the LSATs, you have to have logic. Your score is kind of based on logic. Man, what if this is like a lawyer? Like, what if it was a lawyer? I am just super curious, like, who is behind this username? Not to dox him again. I'm not for that, right? But in a legal sense, you cannot really dox somebody, in my opinion. But just to like figure out, is it a male? Is it a female? Is it a um, how old is the individual? What type of job do they work? It's just kind of killing me because like we're getting very close to identifying this man or woman, and this individual there's 16 subpoenaed Reddit accounts. He claims he's 9 of the 16, meaning that's more than half. More than half of all the H3Snark Reddit accounts is him. Does he have multiple personality disorder? Will that be a defense he uses? Man, it's going to be interesting to know more about him or her. I really don't think it's a female. I would be so shocked. I would be beyond shocked. I would wager. I would wager on it. I think it's funny. It's just kind of a fun little wager. Maybe winner gets to choose, like, put the money escrow, and the winner gets to choose where the money goes for charity. So we're going to make a charity component, and instead of using only your money to donate to charity like every other influencer, I'll put up half of my money. So again, that's how charity works, right? An influencer who likes charity, who wants to donate. I like animal shelters right now, so I'll pick them because they're overburdened over the summertime. There are a lot of wild dogs. There are a lot of dogs that people abandon during summertime. And these shelters, at least in Houston, are overrun, even with puppies are being put. I mean, people don't want to talk about this, but it's simple math, right? The shelter can only hold X amount of dogs. There are Y amount of dogs. Y is much, much greater than X. So what happens to the dogs? It's unfortunately a subtraction equation that has to be put into action. So yeah, anyway, yeah, maybe like I would put a 1-to-1 bet on it, and we'll throw the money in escrow somewhere, a reliable source that is not going to spend the money before or if a decision is not reached, then I guess then we'll just donate half to the two charities in question. Anyway, bye guys.